how economics was designed. We saw the circular system, where basically people provide services in exchange for wages and products in exchange for money. There is international trade. There are governments that make investments and they collect taxes. But it's a circular system, where basically the economy is depicted, and we try to explain everything in that. We cannot explain everything. We can, because there's a lot of it is not included in this model. Nature is not included. Justice, generosity, things are not included. So there's actually things that are not included in this model that are being ignored when we're talking about the economy. That means that basically the economic science sells society as a whole short. We are not, in reality, people who are driven only by rational behavior. We are not, in reality, only profit maximizing individuals. We have other motives. We want to belong to groups. We have what's it called? Altruistic tendencies sometimes by, for example, doing something for your society, by working inside of your household. It's not quantified in our economic models. So basically, by forgetting that, we have created the wrong image of the world around us, which is very dangerous because economic theory in itself is so important. But with the aid of the economic models, a lot of people have justified their actions by creating a world in which we can exploit natural resources, in which we can forget about justice, in which basically we are only focused on more, and maximizing our profits, maximizing our gains, and thereby creating a direct threat to the world around us. So what can we do to bring this back into our perception, to basically fix the economic theory, to include the entire world around us? What can we do to the circular model that we saw, in order to quantify the effects that our economic rational behavior has on climate change, on air pollution, and on all kinds of other things that basically, because they are not quantified, because they are not part of the model, are now under very heavy pressure and put a direct threat to our livelihood. Okay?
So what she wanted to say?
What she wants to say is that basically we are driven by, we are acting as profit maximizing behavior. So basically, Malthus, no, not Malthus, John Stuart Mill, who was mentioned, is an economist who wrote microeconomic theory, and in his microeconomic theory he depicted man as a selfish, profit maximizing individual, right? That is, rational behavior means that you maximize your profit, you do what is best for you, but in reality it's not like that. Men are not as one-dimensional as that. But because of the model is no longer a model from man, but model that drives man. It becomes a fulfilling prophecy. I don't know if you remember the video that I showed you, like 30-40 seconds. Like, greed is good. It was Gecko in the movie Wall Street. It's a depiction of actually has become the norm in society, where basically we are doing everything because it's rational economic behavior. But our economic theory does not include a lot of things that that are very important for us as humans as well. We are not profit maximizing human beings. We are also doing things because it makes us feel good. or we're doing things for other things. We're doing because we want to belong. We are volunteering. How do we quantify the work that people put into Wikipedia or in open source software? People put their effort and their time into that without any direct reward. So how come there is no economic theory that includes that? So it's very dangerous what we are doing, because we are thinking that based on economic theory we should behave in a certain way. But that behavior has led to the depletion of natural resources, to the pollution of our earth, to direct threat to the circumstances that we saw in the video last Monday in Bangladesh. So what we need to do is we need to enhance the economic theory, because the economic theory as it stands today has led to the depletion of these resources, has led to basically a kind of neo-slavery, neo-colonialism under the banner of capitalism. But if that is capitalism, then capitalism is broke, because it will kill us. It's irrational behavior. It might be rational on an individual basis, but it doesn't describe us. It drives us.
She's talking about we need to consider for environment issue or something like that.
Yeah.
Or also social contribution.
We need to make it bigger. We need to make our framework, the way that we are thinking, and we need to include these.
No, I'm talking about social contribution.
Yeah. So, social contribution is already a given. It's happening. People are doing it, but it's not included in our economic models. So basically, our economic models do not describe our world, and our economic models do not.
You mean the social responsibility?
For example, yeah.
So she's talking about we need to consider for social responsibility,
Yes.
or social contribution, or
Right.
environmental issue. And
Exactly. We need to do that.
So not only the profit maximum.
Exactly.
What's the relationship with donuts economy?
Well, that's what we're going to look into the next video.
Okay.